Why do smart people still feel anxious about money? Not people who don't work, not people who don't try, not people who are careless. I mean smart people, educated people, high performers, people who can solve problems at work, but still feel a tightness in their chest when they open their banking app. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Most money anxiety has nothing to do with intelligence. It is not a logic problem. It is a psychological problem. Money carries deep pressure that the rational mind cannot just override. And today, I want to break down one idea that's quietly becoming the new currency of modern life. Financial confidence. Not money, not salary, not net worth. Financial confidence. Because money without confidence still feels like fear. But confidence, even before wealth, creates stability. And if you understand this, you will understand why many women, even smart women, experience money differently, and why the path forward is not just earn more, but something more personal and more powerful. Now, here's the first important point. Smart women are not anxious because they don't know enough. They are anxious because money is tied to things that are heavier than money. Money is tied to safety, power, care, responsibility, fear, often all at once. And for women, money rarely belongs to just one person. It belongs to families, futures, expectations, silent obligations. So even when the numbers look okay, the emotions can still feel unstable. Because money is not neutral. It is social. It is cultural. It is moral. And that's why for many women, anxiety around money is not weakness. It's a signal that responsibility has grown faster than control. Let me explain that. Many women are taught from young to play nice. Don't take risks. Don't be too aggressive. Don't look too ambitious. Don't be too loud. And that lesson, over time, shapes financial behavior. Because if you're trained to avoid risk, you're more likely to hand financial control to someone else. A partner, a husband, a father, a brother. Not because you cannot do it, but because the world trained you to step back and let someone else hold the steering wheel. So what happens? Women often carry the emotional responsibility of financial decisions to keep the household running, but they do not always take control of decision-making. They become the planner, the buffer, the one who anticipates, the one who worries, but not the one who decides. And the mind knows the difference. When you carry responsibility without control, your brain produces anxiety. Because anxiety is what happens when you feel accountable, but not empowered. Now let's go deeper, because this is a key part of the article's argument. Women are often the default caretakers of children's well-being and future, caretakers of family security, caretakers of aging parents. And when your money is tied to care, money becomes moral obligation. Not just financial obligation, moral obligation. And that is heavy, because it means mistakes don't feel like, oops. Mistakes feel like guilt. Mistakes feel like, I failed someone. Mistakes feel like, I put my family at risk. So the penalty of making financial mistakes feels higher. Even if the actual loss is small, the emotional cost is huge. That's why many women choose safe places to store money. Bank deposits, gold, things that feel familiar, things that feel like what their mothers knew. But here's the problem. What is familiar is not always what fits your life. What is safe emotionally is not always what is safe financially in the long run. And this is where financial confidence becomes the turning point. Because confidence is what allows you to move from preservation to decision, from fear to clarity. Now the article makes another point, and it's important. The world is still, in many ways, patriarchal, a boys' club. And in many Asian contexts, including Malaysia, structures still exist where men are positioned as providers. Even in inheritance systems, men are often given a larger share with the expectation they will provide for women in the family. That idea might sound protective, but modern reality has shifted. More women are working. More women are main breadwinners. More women carry households. More women cannot afford to depend. And when the system still assumes protection, but reality demands independence, anxiety grows. Because the gap between the system and the real world creates pressure. This is where money stops being just money. It becomes identity. It becomes self-worth. It becomes survival. And the author shares something that many people quietly relate to: tying self-worth to money. Not because you are greedy, but because money signals survival and safety. For generations, women were financially dependent on others. So having my own money became linked to freedom. It became linked to not being vulnerable when things go wrong. And that fear is not theoretical. It's real. Many women have seen friends stay in bad relationships because they were financially dependent. Not because they wanted to stay, but because they could not afford to leave. So money becomes more than lifestyle. Money becomes exit. Money becomes protection. Money becomes dignity. And once money carries that meaning, even smart women can feel anxious because they know what's at stake. Now let's bring in another layer the article points to: economic reality. It's not just psychology. There are structural reasons women can feel more anxious about money. Pay gaps, career breaks for caregiving, fewer assets compared to men. All of these shape long-term security. And because of that, financial security starts to feel like proof that you're doing okay. Not just doing well, doing okay. Like you can breathe. Like you can protect yourself. Now the article brings a specific data point that hits hard. Retirement savings. The EPF annual reports have shown that women lag men in higher retirement savings bands. And even among active female EPF members, only a small fraction have savings exceeding 1 million ringgit. At the same time, the recommended comfortable retirement figure has been raised to around 1.3 million. So the message many women receive is, you are behind, you are not safe, you need more. And that message, combined with responsibility and social pressure, creates the perfect environment for anxiety. Now pause here, because this is where most people make the wrong conclusion. They think the solution is simply learn more, earn more, save more. But the article's core insight is sharper. Confidence does not arrive through accumulation. It arrives through agency. That means the goal is not to become fearless. The goal is calm competence. Calm that comes from knowing where your money is. Competence that comes from making choices, imperfect, informed, intentional. Not waiting for perfect certainty. Because money does not reward certainty. Money rewards clarity, consistency, and self-trust. Let me repeat that because it's the heart of the message. Money does not reward certainty. You will never have complete certainty. Markets change. Jobs change. Health changes. families change. Policies change. If you wait for certainty, you will delay forever. And delay has a cost. The cost is time. The cost is missed opportunities. The cost is compounding that never compounds. The cost is regret later. So financial confidence is not dominance. It is not predicting every outcome. It is not controlling the world. Financial confidence is the quiet knowledge that whatever happens, you can respond, that you're not helpless, that you can adjust, that you can make the next decision, that you can rebuild. That is control. That is agency. And this is why the article calls financial confidence the new currency, not wealth without peace, not knowledge without power, but a relationship with money that supports the person you are becoming. Now, I want to make this even more practical without turning this into a lecture, because the goal here is not to teach. The goal is to help you recognize what is happening inside you. So let's translate this into real life. There are many people who have money, but feel poor, because they don't feel in control. They feel like one mistake will destroy them. They feel like one emergency will wipe them out. They feel like one wrong decision will shame them. And there are also people with modest money who feel stable because they have structure. They have awareness. They know their numbers. They have boundaries. They have a plan. That is financial confidence. And the moment you start building it, your life changes, even before your income changes. Because confidence changes your behavior, and behavior creates results. Now, another important point in the article is this. Many women carry the emotional labor of money without holding the steering wheel. They worry, they plan, they cushion, they anticipate, yet they hesitate to claim authority over decisions that shape their lives. And the article says something that's very sharp. This is not a capability gap. It is a permission gap, meaning you are capable, but you were not given permission socially, culturally, psychologically to feel in control. So you become responsible before you become powerful, and that creates tension. Because modern life demands power. Modern life demands decision. Modern life demands agency. And if you have responsibility without agency, anxiety will rise. Now here comes another strong line of thought. We live in a world that rewards perfection and punishes mistakes, especially when women make them. So women wait. They double-check. They delay. Not because they are unsure, but because they were taught certainty is the price of safety. But again, money does not reward certainty. So we need a new mindset. Not reckless risk, not blind boldness, but calm competence. And that calm competence comes from choosing. Clarity over avoidance, structure over stress, agency over approval. Let's unpack those three in a way that's human, not preachy. Clarity over avoidance means you stop using "I'll think about it later" as a coping mechanism. Because later becomes months, months become years, and years become regret. Structure over stress means you stop relying on emotion to manage money. You build simple systems that reduce decision fatigue. Because the brain is exhausted, and exhausted brains make bad financial choices. Agency over approval means you stop waiting for someone to validate your financial decisions. You learn how to make your own imperfect decisions and stand by them, because your life is not a group project. Now, the article frames this under a mission. Femme Finance. But even if we remove the brand name, the core message remains. The goal is not fearlessness. The goal is calm competence. The goal is not to become someone else. The goal is to become more you, with control. Now, I want to slow down and make one more point, because it's powerful. Anxiety is not always personal failure. Sometimes anxiety is information. The article says anxiety is a signal that awareness has outgrown the system supporting it. A signal that responsibility has outpaced control. That is why smart women feel anxious. Because they are aware. They see the world. They see the risk. They see the responsibilities. They see the reality. And if the system around them, financially, emotionally, socially, doesn't match that awareness, anxiety appears. So if you're listening to this and you feel money anxiety, don't insult yourself. Don't call yourself weak. Don't say, I'm bad with money. Instead, ask a better question. What am I carrying that I do not control? Because that is often the real source. Now, let's close this with the most important transformation. The new currency is not money. It is not knowledge. It is not even wealth. It is the ability to have a relationship with money that gives you peace. A relationship with money that supports the woman you are becoming. A relationship with money that allows you to breathe. And that relationship is built through clarity, structure, agency. When you build that, control becomes yours to define. Not society, not culture, not family expectations, you. And that is the deepest form of financial independence. Not because you have everything, but because you are not living in fear. Not fear of mistakes, not fear of judgment, not fear of dependency, just calm competence. And when women gain that calm competence, families become stronger. Children grow up with less fear. Decisions become clearer. And the future feels more stable. So yes, financial confidence is the new currency. Not wealth without peace. Not knowledge without power. But a relationship with money that supports your dignity, your control, your peace of mind. And for many women, at its core, tying self-worth to money is about one thing: wanting control, dignity, and peace. In a world that hasn't always given women that freedom. If this video gave you a new way to see money anxiety, keep that thought with you. Because clarity is the first form of wealth. And control, finally, can be yours to define. Idence, the new currency.